I'm Mandy Friedman, licensed professional clinical counselor and the creator of the SNAP program, Survivors of Narcissistic and Abusive Personalities. Today I have with me Jen Rieker, who is a certified professional coach. She is our SNAP program manager and she is a SNAP recovery coach. How you doing, Jen?
Just fine. Hi, everyone.
I thought it was time everybody meet you because I've been talking about you and we haven't had a chance to have you in a video yet, so here we are.
Lucky me.
Yay! So Jen, why did you decide to become a SNAP coach?
So going through the process myself of discovery and healing, I just saw how unfair the whole process was, the legal process, the lack of information and education out there, and just feeling like we were alone and no one understood what we were going through. And kind of that we just had to hide our stories because people didn't get it, they didn't believe it. And also watching my kids was just so painful, watching them go through it as well. So I just felt like if I could give validation and support to other people like me going through it, and I could help in any way to get kind of the support and validation that I've received from you in the SNAP program, that I just wanted to do anything I could to help other people with their healing process.
It can be rewarding after going through it and then being able to help other people.
Mm-hmm.
It can, I don't know, some ways it can turn it into something positive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a terrible experience, but now we're armed with information that we can use to help other people.
Right.
Awesome.
Right.
Really awesome.
And you learn from each person you talk to, too.
Mm-hmm.
You see new insights into your situation, or they just bring a different perspective to
Yeah, we
the
learn a
situation.
lot, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of the benefits of doing our job.
Yes.
And so who is your typical client? Can you describe what a typical SNAP coaching client would be like?
Basically just women just like myself that are coming to the realization of what they've been through and trying to figure it out, process it, find a way to heal. So just regular everyday women like us. They're walking around amongst us and we don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And struggling. Yep.
So people who've been through what we've been through, and women who are trying to piece their lives back together or heal or just navigate it and try to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I would assume your typical client would be someone who may not have health insurance too.
Correct.
Because
or be financially secure
at
the moment.
Because you don't take insurance,
right.
But you do have a lower fee for your sessions, which is $50.
Yes.
But you also will offer reduced rates for people who are in financial need, because we understand that when you're going through these types of changes in your life, money is really tight, and it sucks because here's these resources or ways that you could help yourself and get better, but it's so darn expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So we like to provide some affordable options for people. And then the other thing is they could live out of state.
Yes.
They don't have to live in Ohio. They don't have to live in this area because you do your sessions via secure video.
Correct. Remote sessions, so it can be from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Remote video, or if you don't want to do it in the live type setting, it could just be a remote phone call.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not ready to be, kind of seen in a one-on-one type situation.
So that's an added benefit of that is some people don't want to be seen. This is very private. They feel embarrassed, or perhaps there's things going on at their house that they're not comfortable with having a camera,
Right.
And so being able to just dial in and use the phone and then not have to have face-to-face is a great option. That's what our SNAP classes are like now, where we're just doing it online so people can log in and attend without anyone ever seeing them or them having to even say anything if they don't want to.
Right.
So your typical client would be somebody who may not have insurance, someone who can't afford the heftier fees, like my fee is $85 for SNAP coaching and consultation, and that's a lot of money.
And it's not like you do it one time.
Right.
It's a continual process.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So sometimes people could say, for example, go back and forth. Maybe they might see me once or twice to sort of just, assess the situation, And then during more of the process, they might see you. And then maybe see me on occasion just to see where we are with things.
Yeah.
So you can mix it up too. You can just see Jen, or you can sprinkle somebody else in also. And then what do you think your clients should expect from the coaching process?
So it's really just an empathic ear and a safe space to share your story, talk about issues that you're having, your concerns, and somewhere you can be vulnerable. There's no judgment, there's no criticism. There will probably be points where I'll gently encourage you or challenge you if I feel you're kind of stuck in a negative space and you just really need to move past it, because I know from experience it's hard to do. But if you have a gentle, kind of loving nudge that you can do this, it's very helpful. And just try to be kind of like a guiding force, not to sound corny, but to help people get to a happier, more peaceful place in their life.
Yeah. It's sort of like having someone to walk beside you on your path. And the person who's walking beside you has already walked the path. And they can sort of hand in hand be there with you on your journey. Would you say that's sort of what it's like?
Yeah.
So,
And it's not as if I've had the same experiences as you or my story's the same as you, but I get it. You don't have to explain yourself to me. I understand, and I'm just there to help you and give you validation.
And you have received education and training outside of your own personal experiences, so that when you're helping somebody who might be having a very different situation, a lot of times the concepts, the mechanisms, the feelings, the outcomes are the same. Even if the style of abuse was different, we do have a lot in common still. So you have a broad knowledge of the process outside of your own experience. But yeah, it's just nice when you're on this path that's difficult, that's not everybody knows about it. It's kind of a hidden thing. It's so valuable to have somebody who can be a peer and a support person, or a mentor, or a teacher, or coach that can just keep you grounded, I guess, and walk the path alongside you.
And tell you, yes, what's happening is really what you think is happening, because you definitely question that the whole way through.
Yes, right. So that brings me to the next thing I was going to talk about, is the benefits of receiving the coaching. So what I see as a benefit would be, what you just mentioned, which is sort of grounding, or an anchor, someone who can have a more objective view of what's happening and say, no, you are right. You did see that accurately. You did see that, and to trust your perception and trust your instinct. So one benefit is just having an anchor, or someone who can be the foundation for you until you build your own foundation.
Right.
You feel less alone when you engage in this process of, coaching, or the classes even. It really helps to find your peers. So in a way, Jen is your peer, and that can be something that makes you feel less alone. Also, you're going to help people develop skills and strategies having to do with navigating toxic people, keeping you grounded when you're triggered, and how to heal, giving you skills for self-care, things of that nature. So not only do you talk about their story, but you also give them specific things they can do that will make their life a little bit easier.
Right.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Definitely. Because when you're in the moment and you're emotional about something, it's hard to think of those things. So not that we don't get emotional listening to your stories, but it's different. We can help you say, okay, try and think about this, or hey, what if you thought about it in this perspective, or change, let's change the way we're looking at that kind of thing.
Yeah. Great. So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, just my contact information.
Yeah,
right?
can you tell everybody how to get a hold of you, what your hours are like, can you see somebody face to face if they prefer that? Will you just give them what they need to find you and make this happen.
Yes, so email is Jen, Jen, at ClaremontMentalHealth.care. Phone number is 513-655-3611. I usually respond via text or email is the easiest for me. Hours, I'm doing evenings and some Saturday mornings right now. So evenings are usually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, unless we have a snap class going on, like between 6 and 8 or so. And then Saturday mornings, 9 to noon. But I am flexible if you happen to, I know this happened to me sometimes, I just need to talk to somebody now. Send me a message and I'll see if I can open something up for you. That's perfectly fine. What was the other question you asked me? Face-to-face. Yes, if you want to do face-to-face, we can work that out. I have access to the office here. Just depends if there's a room open at the time, or we can find somewhere to meet. If you're comfortable meeting in public, that's absolutely fine as well.
Mm-hmm. And then if you want to kind of get to know Jen a little better before, engaging in the coaching service, you can take the SNAP classes, and Jen helps me present those, and pretty soon Jen's going to be the presenter during the SNAP classes. So this next series starts Monday, this coming Monday, February 24th. If you want to sign up for that, you'll go to our website, www.claremontmentalhealth.care, and you'll click schedule now, and you'll sign up for our SNAP classes, and then you could have a little bit more access to Jen and see if you are a good fit just by having her in class with us. And did you know that March the 2nd, you're doing the class all by yourself?
I didn't know that. Till just right now.
I meant to tell you.
Well, let's all hope it goes well.
So if you really want to spend time with her March the 2nd, that class, it'll be just you. Okay, well, Jen, thanks so much for spending the time to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thanks for helping me with it.
Yeah, introduce yourself to our audience, and we'll wrap it up.